bag. I think it's like 30 liters or something crazy. Yeah, from outdoor research, and 35 liters. Way too big. I didn't realize that right away, because I've never backpacked before. So once I got out there, I realized like I should have gotten a 20-liter bag or something. But it worked well. It did what it's supposed to. And the nice thing though is that this thing was big enough where I could put my trekking poles and a whole bunch of other gear in it and check it at the airport when I finished my hike. With the food bag, I have this rock bag. You put rocks in here, you throw your line up to hang it. You don't really need anything fancy. I think it was North Star. I don't think she had a rock bag. I could be wrong. And she would just like find a rock and just wrap some rope around it and then throw it. And along with the food system, I had these bags, the op sacks that I would put extra smelly things in so that people couldn't smell it, like raccoons and flying squirrels and whatnot. Inside my bag, I had this Hyperlight mountain gear dry sack bag that I put all my clothes and miscellaneous in. I liked it a lot, except I started filling it up too much and I split one of the seams, so I had to put duct tape on it. So they're really good, just don't put a bunch of stuff in there consistently. Then I have the MSR Pocket Rocket. Now the thing with cooking, I tried to start cooking when I started the trail, hated it, sent my stuff home. I sent the stove home, and then I sold my mug. It was, oh shoot, what's the brand? It was a Toaks 750 milliliter mug, I think. Anyways, I sold it to North Star because I was just like, I don't need this, I don't like it. But then when I got up to Massachusetts, it got really cold and I wanted it back for the white, so I got my stove back. And then since I had sold my mug, I ended up with a different one, and that's in my kitchen, so I'm gonna quick go get it. So I ended up with the Snow Peak 600 milliliter titanium mug. And then I still had my Toaks spoon, and I actually like the Toaks better. The Toaks also comes with a lid. I am going to get another one eventually because I like that mug way better than the Snow Peak. And then I ended up at one point getting this collapsible mug to measure out water because it's got the measurements on the inside. And I don't know why, I didn't use it too much, but I liked having it, so I kept it. For water gathering, I have the CNOC 2-liter bag. Towards the end, like it didn't pop or anything, but towards the end it leaks a little bit up here, but not anything to be concerned about. And then of course I used the Sawyer for that to filter water. And then I have my sit pad that I used. I loved this thing. I didn't use that at first when I started hiking, but then I realized how wonderful it is to not have your butt be wet and cold when you sat down for lunch and whatnot. So I really like that. And let's see, I have Trowel from Tent Lab, Duece Spades for digging cat holes. Oh yeah, I forgot. My tent had a Tyvek sheet that came pre-cut for it. And let's see what I got in my electronics bag. I did use the Garmin. I liked it overall. It helped me keep in touch with family when I was in parts where there weren't cell phone reception. So in Maine, there is cell phone reception at the top of mountains, but down in the valleys, there is not usually. So it was nice to use that to check in with my family when I wasn't able to use my cell phone. I did use my cell phone most of the time for, yeah, basically 99% of the time I would use gut hooks to navigate where I was going. So definitely get gut hooks. It's going to be your best friend. Far as charging packs, I have this really big one. I did not use this one. I had two small ones. So this is just an extra. And I don't know why it's in this bag. In fact, I don't know where the two small ones are at the moment. Some of my gear I put away back together, and some of it I put in other places because I use it still at home. But anyways, so I have this dual charger IQ thing. Love this. And then this dry sack from Walmart. I did take the AWOL guide with me, even though I didn't use it a ton, but it was nice to like map out the next few days, or like a 5-day resupply or something, because I could see everything much easier in one shot than I could on gut hooks. What else? I used a black diamond headlamp. I'll have to get more specifics on that. And I told you this video would be forever. My shoes for Lone Peak 4s. I went through 5 pairs of them. Clothes, I didn't do anything fancy for clothes. I had a smart wool hat, and I did have a buff that I would wear. My jacket, like almost all my clothes were used. My jacket was, I can't remember. I'm sorry, it's been forever. Just a second. Anyways, I can't remember what the jacket was, and I'm too lazy to get up right now. Sorry. I had a smart wool hoodie that I would wear underneath it, but the rest of the clothes were just clothes I got at the thrift store, to be honest. These pants that I'm wearing right now, when it got really cold outside, these are my sleeping pants up in New Hampshire. These are Walmart Halloween leggings for like $5. So yeah, you don't have to get super fancy on the clothes. I mean, it is kind of nice, maybe for longevity of hiking clothes, but I liked what I got, and I was comfortable and happy almost all the time. Yeah, basically the gear that I didn't use for a long time was my stove, but I got that back. And right now I can't think of any other gear I had, so if I do, I will let you know in future videos. But yeah, like I said, this video was gonna be super long. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.